My buddy Dash for this episode of Double Take. Dave, I just said joined by Dash, but we're joined by Dash
Talking
and
in
Dave.
the third person. That's
The way you
weird.
The way you feel.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is match day. Lecce, Juventus, welcome in. Yes, I have started early today. I'm trying to make up for lost time. Those couple times I was late. That time with Reno where I was really late because my computer is a mess. Now today, I have no excuses. I got no excuses. So decided I'll start a few minutes earlier for you guys. See if that's something you prefer. If you want extended pregame, I'm just going to feel it out. Unfortunately, that means this will have to be without Dash. The beginning part is he is coming. But he does come in pretty hot in from work from the bistro, if you will, right? So that being said, it'll just be me and you for a good 15, 20 minutes or so. Dash will come in and we'll kick this party off, really, for good. So that being said, everyone, welcome in. Appreciate everyone that has already joined us in early. Frankie with the eyes. So you guys are getting the notifications as well because sometimes you don't. Also on the Discord. So that being said, guys, please please subscribe, join the Discord. I'm going to put the barcode up right now. It's also, there is a link down in the description. So hit that up. Is there any pro clubs happening lately? I know I've been busy. I haven't been able to come in. But I think you guys are trying to do some pro clubs. So that's happening. The banter doesn't stop. Gabriel A., how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome, everyone. So, predictions. I know there's been a few predictions. I should mention as well, since we're talking about the Discord, that's where we tally up the predictions. The winner of that at the end of the season includes Copa matches, aggregate, everything, will win one of these jerseys sitting up here on my wall. So get in there. Currently, actually, it's KB. I don't think KB's joined us yet. He's at 3, but he's got a kicker. He got the kicker. So if there's a tie, but you predict goal scorers, you get a kicker. So you get a half point there. So KB up by half a point. He's the new leader this week, so congratulations to KB. Frankie's saying, I've been busy putting Bones and the rest have been. Oh, I've been busy, but Bones and the rest. Okay, so Frankie, yeah, you have been busy, but the rest of the crew has been going at it, so that's good. Thanks for keeping that alive while me and Dash are busy just recording 6 days a week and doing things like that, right? So we appreciate it. So without further ado, anyways, I do this, right? I have the screen ready to share. All I got to do is hit the button. All I got to do is this, and we got it here, the starting lineup. So we got Tech, Gatti, Bremer, Danilo, Cambiaso, McKennie, Locatelli, Marletti, Kostic, Vlahovic, and Yildiz. Not bad, of course. We knew we weren't getting Rabiot. We knew we weren't getting Chiesa. The guesses were right. For the most part, me and Dash, I think. I know I said Marletti. No, I said Nicky C. And then I was reminded about Marletti. It is what it is. Yildiz was the obvious choice there, of course, up top. So, no huge surprises. Nothing big. But that being said, we are away. We are playing against not a great Lecce. So if you haven't caught the pre-match, yesterday's pre-match was a Saturday night. Let's say that. It was a little more off the rails than usual. I don't know if I'm being too generous there or not, but we had a couple guests as usual as well for the call-in. Another fun one. Those are always fun. Here we go. Bring up the FOT mob. right here. So this is what we're looking at. A potential, difficult away from home. Yes, but it is a struggling Lecce. They don't score much. We got to take advantage of this. They're in a 4-3-3. Confirmed starting lineup here of a 4-3-3. That should leave a bit of space there for our wingers to run into. It's like Ellen knows as soon as I start streaming, it's like, I'm going to come. Ellen, come up. Come up. I'm solo. Come. No, she's just going to stay off camera. Just demand my attention. Frankie, his fingers keep on hitting the enter button. I know how that feels. I type 8 instead of I a lot of the time. Bothers me. So the predictions anyways, mine was 2-0. I went with Vlahovic and Illing off the bench. I don't know if that's a crazy one, going for somebody that may not even be confirmed to play at all, but I'm going for it. That's a double kicker, I think. Is it? I don't know. Not that I can win anything. That I mean, you guys can bet that stuff. I just do it for fun, just so I can kind of join the party with that. So recently, Lecce, when was the last time they won there? Going back away. There we go. 2011. Yeah, that was going back a little bit, wasn't it? Last time they outbeat us, couple ties in there. But the record is pretty positive overall. Again, this could be a trap. Dash would say this is trap. Unlike last week with Sassuolo, where I was super nervous, and then we ended up just opening them up, no problem. Today I feel really confident, so watch that one bite me in the ass. But with the way Vlahovic is running, the way Yildiz is running, hopefully Moretti can have a good game, as well as Kostic, really open things up. There should be space there. It is the 4-3-3. You're gonna have those spaces open up, particularly deep and wide. Kostic Cambiaso should be running in there, maybe doing some overlapping with McKennie. We know he can do that, as well as Gatti. I really do think it's going to be the right side where things are going to push through, and Yildiz is just going to create. He's the creation on the left somehow with the Dino Moretti and Kostic. Oh man. Frankie saying Chiesa might not even be here next season. That's the talk. That is a very heated discussion amongst the Juve community right now. We do not know. Not a ton of time to get into it now. We can get into it a little bit. Oh, hell yeah. Just worried about you sitting and talking to yourself. She should be used to that by now. Really. I mean, we have had a couple years together. Some COVID times, some very lonely times together. But anyways, no, she's great. She just wants her love. Don't blame her. She just wants to be noticed like the rest of us. All right, so back on track. Sorry, I know right, Bremer it is. Okay, so yeah, Chiesa. That's right, Chiesa. So talks have stalled with Ramadani, the agent. As far as we know, nothing new on the table. How do we feel? I know on this channel in particular, we're a little more anti-Chiesa these days. I was listening to AJC this morning, who, by the way, we are trying to find some time to do something together with. Like I said, I did promise that we're going to try to bring this whole community, the whole Juve community together. So we're trying to make it happen. We are all busy. But AJC's channel this morning, Alberto is still 100% for Chiesa, which is fine. He makes some good points there. But the rest of the chat, and I think LJJ, if he's around, I saw him in there today. Like, it's just people was like, no Chiesa. And I'm kind of on that tone right now, as much as I love the kid, but he's not a kid anymore. That's the point, right? So injured today, how major is it? Supposedly just a knock. Is he mentally healthy? Is he physically healthy? How much money is he demanding? Does he have wishes to move on to the Premier League? Which Premier League teams, or perhaps Bayern or who have you, which teams are shopping around, are willing to drop the money, and are they going to offer him what he wants? And is he even going to appreciate an offer from said team, for instance, right? Like, so Newcastle theoretically could afford him. What do you want to go to Newcastle? I don't know. And that is the question, is that nobody really knows right now. That's what is putting the seeds of doubt in people's heads, is that if he was locked into Juve, he would be actively trying to lock this down. Now, this could also just be us as fans being impatient, projecting our fears into the future. Maybe everything's honky-dory. And they're just like, listen, we'll discuss this again in a couple months, say like February 15th. I don't know, arbitrary date. Who knows? This could be a complete non-issue, and we're all just spinning up because there's nothing. The last couple weeks haven't been that exciting, guys. Let's be honest. It really hasn't. The biggest thing has been Jallo coming. Is he coming? He might actually be there tonight. Apparently, he's there. We've been talking about Jallo for a couple of weeks. He's been the most exciting actual news, other than just speculation. Yeah, there's match, post-match, pre-match stuff, of course, but outside of actual fixtures and the corresponding, press conferences and what have you, outside of all that, there hasn't been a whole lot of solid news out there. So it's no wonder we're all talking about Chiesa, because we got nothing good to talk about. This is the most exciting thing to talk about right now. And Bremer just extended till it was 28, was it not? It's 28 or 29. Oh, you're gonna make me look that up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up live. Okay. We're getting close to I said we had a few minutes, and here I am going on a monologue. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Bremer. My slow ass internet. Yeah, 28. So there you go. That's a good one. Not upset about that one whatsoever. Okay, what have we got from Crank? They were announcing the lineups and they just cut to a Paramount Plus Halo commercial. Oh yeah, that new Halo thing. I didn't read the article, but apparently the actor was upset about the sex scene. I don't know. I do not know. But anyways, I'm going to get my Fubo started up here. Because you need to give, as the Paramount Plus subscribers know as well, you have to give yourself a couple minutes. Yeah, it's like, of course, Fubo Canada, obviously. Let's go. Every week. Always fun. Load it up, though. So again, predictions in. Get into the Discord so you can get a chance to win those. Behind me. Got to duck out of the way every time. All right. Do you have the stream? She's good to go. We got the children out ready for the anthem. I'm trying it a bit differently today, guys. I don't know if it's going to make any change to the production value or whatnot, but I'm going to have the game to the right of me. And like my controls over to the left. So I'm going to be staring off in the opposite direction today. I hope that doesn't throw you guys off, but it's happening. Okay, so we do get the official, and didn't even talk about Lecce. Let me just get their lineup real quick for you guys. Got onto this Chiesa train. Bring this back up for you. The Lecce lineup. All right. Falcone in net. Gallo, Bashkirotto, Panglacic, and Jandre in the back four. Gonzalez, Ramadani, Kaba in the midfield three. And the front three, Elmqvist, Kristovic, and Eude. No real heavy hitters in that lineup tonight. So they are missing a couple to the AFCON. Where is it? Let's see. Do they show? Yes, international duty. Lemek Banda, Ahmed Tuba, and Hamza Rafia all at the AFCON. So they're a little shorthanded right now. Of course, we got Fajoli Pogba suspended. Yes. Keane, DeShilio Keys, or Rabiot, all are injuries. So slightly shorthanded as well. They actually have a one-man larger bench. Those are the lineups, the 3-5-2 versus the 4-3-3. We are moments away. All right, let's kill that. Get the scoreboard ready as well, so we're not shuffling around last second as well. Dash still hasn't floated here. I might have to kick this one off solo. But Frankie, you're saying it was so random. We like random around here, right? Like we got called out last night. I believe it was from Ellie saying that our thumbnail was a bit clickbait because we weren't really pre-gaming so much last night. We did. We got it done. We just took the long way home. All righty. 3 minutes. Yes, we do have 3 minutes. Anthem is underway. Very clear night. Let's double check the weather. We did do the forecast yesterday, so we might as well follow up. Let's say weather. It's actually pretty nice. It's 10 degrees currently. A little bit windy, so it's still feels like 6 because you got 22-kilometer winds coming out of the north, gusting to 30. So a chilly breeze. Bundle up, but otherwise, the stars are out. Let's hope our stars come out for the show as well. So we're feeling good today. Feeling a lot better. I hope you guys are as well. Was I the only one freaking out last week? Was it only me? We have Daniele Doveri. We haven't talked much about that, but Daniele Doveri is the referee this evening. He is the guy that has the Inter badge on his luggage. So take that for what it is. I'm hoping for a nice, clean game tonight. Beating Lecce was not the problem. It's beating the refereeing. Although Inter will have a game in hand, we must win tonight. Sit comfortably in first place there, waiting, just letting Inter stew on it. Because they still have to play Napoli tomorrow in the Supercoppa. And then finally, Thursday, they play Fiorentina. And they have to play us on Sunday. And that's one it's decided, but we have to make them sweat. We got to make them sweat so hard. Yeah, Frank saying don't give the ref a chance to have this one up. I'm not swearing yet. I'm not riled up yet. I'm gonna try to simmer down maybe just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. Yeah, Ellie's laughing. Yeah, she called me out. Foggy. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's flares because it is a crisp, clear night out there tonight. Oh baby, we're about ready for this. There it is, kickoff. It's a long ball over the top on the right. Here's that Gatti already scooping it in, shot on, but it's wide. Starting off early. I love it. The feel it tonight. Goes out of bounds though. Bastrotto will kick this one off. That's a tank. Time is now synced, everyone. 35 seconds. Yeah, I'm getting reminded. Yeah, I started at 30 seconds. It gives me time to sync it all up. Do you feel it, Squid? That's I know Squidward, but I don't really get the reference because I SpongeBob only watched a couple episodes. Didn't really get into that one. Roberto Diversa, he's already yelling at his squad. Was he not one of those names that got thrown about too during Allegri out? Pretty sure he was. The needle with a throw in. Cut out though. Nice little back heel out of there by Meretti. But Lecce dump it downfield back to Falcone. Frankie's feeling like a good time is coming. Ooh, foul there on Bremer. I don't know. That ball was going up in there. Didn't think there's a whole lot there. That's just a fair challenge, but maybe he did some grabbing. Oh yeah, no, he's already getting Kristovic is already riled up with Bremer. Okay, we gotta settle the ball down though. We haven't really had a good positive spell yet. Let's take control, find some space. But Lecce looking to dump it down long on the left. And Bremer's there to take it. Pushes it out for a throw. Man, so Dash. I mean, Dash usually isn't just like straight up. We're gonna have to give him a hard time. Bet she's making a pizza. Somebody came in right at 2:40. He's like, yeah, I'll take a pizza there. Like, deep dish party size. Takes an hour to cook. So Lecce, as suspected, as we typically see. Ooh, Moretti. That's a high boot on Kaba. Kaba goes down. Yeah, that was a kick to the heart. They're being friendly about it, though. That's good. Sportsmanlike. It was an accident. Is it pizza with the nothing sauce? Yeah, the marinara. Yeah, see? You guys will remember that story now. It's just Americans appropriating the Italian culture, right? Just taking words from themselves. Well, let's say has a free kick, and then they end up just kicking it back to their defense. So that's where their head's at today. They're just looking not to concede as little as possible. Will they try to attack? That's the next question. Here they are trying to find space on the right. Curling in. Ooh, there's contact on the edge of the okay. That shot goes wide. Contact, though, right at the edge of the box. It was a bit of a 50-50. That might be a little hard to call. Let's see how they call this. Kristovic ends up getting the shot off, so an advantage at the very least was played. Ah, I there's no talk. Yeah, so it does just come out for a kick. So That could have been something dangerous. Bremer actually a little bit rattled still. I think he was rubbing his ear. You know, when you get that like that ear feeling, get smacked in the head. It's hard to explain. It's almost like you're underwater. Oh, Moretti trying to break through, doesn't get enough space for him to do it though. Good press. Do you call him Gleason? Churlo's got a manager that looks like Gleason apparently. Lecce not finding the space. They're denied, which is kick back upfield. Lecce trying the left side now. Lecce's trying to release the ball quickly, but it's not working out for him. The press from they're both actually pressing at this moment. Maybe not like a full on onslaught, but they're meeting head to head almost in the midfield a lot of the time. Some space on the left for Gallo who scoops it in, and Danilo sees it out for a goal kick. Oh, Danilo, you know that was either really smart or really stupid. You know, like he controls it very well, but how that could have gone the other way potentially. So it does go off Danilo last. It is a corner. I think he was more so trying to get out of the way completely and got a piece of it. Kenny heads that away. So Locatelli is going to take his time throwing. Massimiliano Allegri on 299 wins in Serie A. Is this number 300? I mean, we're going to witness it if not today, but it may as well be today. As we sit in first place for a few days, letting Inter stew over it. You really on the all Italian? Like you can't switch down in the settings? Because Italian one's better anyways. Might as well just listen to it. Gatti wins that ball deep. Running up. He gets pushed over. Wins the foul. Lecce a little. That's Kristovic again. Yeah, that's a foul. Pretty cut and dry on that one. Okay, like why is this commentator why does he keep on talking about horses? Stop talking about horses. It's weird. I know he's trying to sound smart, but like it's just I know I don't know enough about horses to start commentating about horses. This guy needs to know that he doesn't know enough about horses as well. Because he just keeps on talking about it. Oh, Flappage running onto it, creating that space. Looks like he gave a little shove there towards the Bascarotto. Man, like he's just such a tank, that guy. He's so big. He looks like a goon. Yildiz controls it fancifully. It's like Kostic, just get the hell out of the way, man. Slowing me down. Flex on here, close to the box. Kostic wins another throw. Moretti working it down deep. Throwing a bit of straight. Oh, no. Lecce. The clearance goes off the man. Elmqvist out for a corner now. Giving a free corner here to Juve. Got the goal incoming. Come on, Frankie. Maybe. Maybe. Moretti's going to take this one on the right. He's got to move the microphone out of the way and the cord. Come on, guys. Get that shit out of there. Kicks in. Oh, back up to that goal. That was close. That was a goal line clearance. Oh, man. Space on the right here. Closed down. Bremer. He's there. Moretti runs away with it. Oh, tripped in. Vlahovic, cut it. Oh, he goes too wide. He attempts the curl, but that was never the right angle to make that one happen. Ah. Rhodes is yelling goal. I would like to see the technology in play here. Mac, no. No, that was the goal. That was 100% not a goal. Man, that was exciting. That was a couple good looks. The pressure is now all on Lecce. Let's see them convert this. It's gonna come. Vlahovic, nice hold up. Back to Yildiz. He feeds Vlahovic. Back to Kostic. That's not who I want to see because he sails it over the bar. Frankie, stop hitting the enter bar before you're done your sentence. Hold it together. Goal kick. Turns over. Not looking good at all from Lecce. Just giving balls away. Magetti tries to lose his men, but gives up the throw. So Lecce have the ball for the first time in quite a few minutes now. It's just banging around the back. See if they have any ambition to make something here. They're dumping it deep down the left. All their balls so far have seemed to be going deep. Working up the center, and of course there's no space. Turned away. Yildiz, though, can't control, giving away again. Lecce's pressing high when they lose the ball there. However, they can't keep any solid control of it when they do. But they do have it this time. So, like Juve early on, Lecce, when they have the ball, haven't been able to do anything, haven't been able to really settle it down. Juve is going to sit back at the moment, absorb this. It's not really positive possession by Lecce at the moment. Kenny cuts that one out again. Another quick throw in. Ball in. Dangerous. But that was never going in. That sky's high as well. Bremer had that angle cut out. I mean, was that ever going to go in? I'm not quite sure. But I'm going to say not, but good chance anyways. Lecce dumping balls in, looking for something. Juve's turn now. Locatelli sitting back, being that fourth defender. And this is what I talk about too. That we at times do go to a back four, but now you see Danilo playing up more as a pivot, like in the midfield. So very fluid. Brought out wide now, Kostic into space. Crosses in. Moretti. Oh, blocked off. Yildiz header. Vlahovic fighting it. He's tripped. I don't know if that's a penalty. Played on. Danilo crossing in. Vlahovic putting it in, and it's cleared off. Don't know if that's going to be given a look at all. There's a bit of contact there, but it's not given. Yildiz. Vlahovic goes down. Yildiz crosses too high. What happened there? He's claiming he got punched in the side of the head. Ag smart. I know we're seeing this one on the replay, but that was the dark arts. That was played out of the ref's line of sight there. And VAR's yeah. It's in the box. VAR could technically take a look at that. You are right. But on the field, I believe, yes, the ref was likely out of the line of sight on that one. Regardless, it's not called. We play on. We still have possession. Is what it is, right? Outplay the ref. Got a clean one. Like the throw wasn't even there yet, right? On that last one, did it really matter? Let's just win this one on the field. Lecce, ooh, whiffed on it. Gatti was not marking up very well either. But, oh, damn, biffs it. Yeah. You know who else is on vacation is Dash. Where the hell is that guy? Don't say. I don't know though, because if they would have called a pen on us for that, I would be mad. It wasn't the cleanest, right? I'm not losing sleep over it. Cambiasso picks it up on the right now. We haven't seen much of him yet. Moretti to Loca. Cambiasso curls it. Whoa! That was a nice cross, not quite accurate enough. Inches away, Vlahovic and Kostic also at the back post. Wow, that inches, guys. That was inches from contact. Yeah, even on that was so close. Good run by good run by Vlahovic. Good position by Kostic to try to pick that up on the back post as well. But alas, doesn't quite make it. That was coming with pace. That was hell of a cross from Cambiasso. Al, you think that the ref's looking to give a simulation or something on Dusan here today? Oh, Lecce, though, trying to mount something here through the midfield. Alves crosses in. Oh, and again, ball finding a bit of space, but it's cleaned up now. Daniil kicking it downfield. Story of your life, Bones. Don't drag me into this one. Lecce, will they go long? They're moving down the left. How one-dimensional is their play? How their build up here? Pushing to the right now this time. Nothing. They got no space. Danilo, is he getting gold back? Because that was also soft. Yeah, that's a non-call. So the refs at least letting them play a little bit. As long as that stays consistent, I'm okay. The players now have to adjust to that, which is fine. That's normal to have variations in the reffing game to game, as long as that reffing is consistent. Gatti pushing up Cambiaso, beating his man. Another dink in here. Oh, Yildiz doesn't control well enough. Gatti, Loca. Back to Cambiaso. Crossing again. Oh, doesn't make it to Moretti. Man, his crosses are looking beautiful. Mac making contact, though. 2 men down on the play. Oh. And the card coming out as well. Gonzalez, I believe the one getting the card, but also the man down. No, it's McKenny getting the card. McKenny looked like he got the worst of it. Yeah. Yeah, he just ran into his guy. That's his shoulder or his ribs. You don't need those for football. You're fine. You're fine, Mac, right? You don't need your ribs for football. It's a shoulder. You definitely don't need your shoulder for football. Trust me. My shoulders are trash. I know you don't need shoulders. You just tape them into your body and go. He's getting taken off the field, so we're going to be down a man until he's patched up or we make the substitution now. If that must have been hard contact for the shoulder. Like the shoulder's pretty tough. But like it does have its limits, obviously, right? Yes, you have to give it a pretty good whack to throw the shoulder out. So that's telling me he came in pretty hard. That was definitely his fault. That seems like something I would have done. Injuring myself and picking up a yellow. Long ball again. Popped off into Tech's hand. Okay, so a couple minute break here. Hopefully we shake that off, get going. McKenny's looking all right. One yellow and 5 to go. Now they're talking about almond milk. I know we talk about some interesting things on this channel, but today on your Saturday out coverage, horses and almond milk. Lecce trying to find space. It's clogged up. It's like a 4-on-1. Danilo just taking his time, scooping it forward. Doesn't work out, though. Gonzalez down. Advantage given. Switch to the right to Elmfist. Trying to cut in. Cuts it in. Finds nothing back but the back advertisements. Yeah, you had a couple bad games. That's normal. You have your ebbs and flows throughout the season, right? Especially coming off an injury. I mean, he wasn't atrocious. He would make one or two mistakes a game, and sometimes that would lead to a turnover. Yeah, they're just attacking our left side because the right side is pretty clogged up. Like our left is the defensive side. Our right's the offensive side. So they're trying to exploit our left, our right. They're trying to explore our right, but it's still not working out. And anytime they try to exploit our left, it just does not work out. So they just get gangbanged. Morton. I don't believe we've seen you in here before. Welcome. I'm sorry if I've missed you if you have, but welcome in, Mr. P. Morton. I'm assuming it's Mr. Sorry if I screwed that up too. But a lovely picture there on the beach with your van. Oh, Lecce. Nope. Denied. Loca playing central defense kicks that one away. That was a foul of the best act. Yeah. There's I don't know. The rest are letting them play. It's fine. Nothing too major yet. Nothing. I mean, for it to of the fact that Valverde is the man in charge right now, it could be much, much worse. Lecce just time wasting. Is the 26th minute? You're time wasting? Check the ball. Man, this is like college ball. They're just like bopping the ball around aimlessly. Juve take it back. I almost feel like Juve want Lecce to have the ball a little bit longer and try to make a push so they can counter on it. But Gatti doesn't get enough of a foot. Cambiaso, Moretti just dumps it to nobody, straight to the keeper. Yeah, Martin saying Lecce's going to press till they can't anymore. They know the assignment. Well, that's the thing is they're over pressing for their skill against Juve, and they don't have any positive control over the ball. Any of the chances they get is a dump into the box, and a little bit happens out of it. But they will wear out. So it could just be that we got to sit back and relax. It might be a couple of 60-plus minute goals. Don't want to have to wait that long. Oh, yeah, I heard them talking about doping. I was doing my own monologue at the time. All right, here's a big cross. Cambiaso very confidently taking it off the chest and delivering it to Tech's very calm and collected hands. Thrown out quickly, though, by Tech. No, it's not just you. Pretty much, and wow, we said that at the beginning of the match that the left side is going to be Yildiz creating anything over there, if anything. It's asking a lot for him. That's why all the chances have been to Vlahovic so far. But it could just be the left side try to open up a little bit of space, and Vlahovic is the man that will come in. Nice little give and go here. Yildiz with it now. Too heavy. Nope, Moretti doesn't get it. 40 seconds behind, but from Japan, so you may have some excuses. That internet signal's got to bounce all over the place on that one. But welcome. That's pretty cool. From Japan. My brother-in-law and nephew are in Japan right now, too. I've never been. One day, I'm sure I'll make it out. It's one of those places I think is always worth the visit. no matter what your feelings are when we're the next, it's just one of those countries that you eventually gotta go to. Yeah, what are you doing out here? I'm gonna assume by your name that you're not originally from there. Yeah, let's know. Big back throw-in, but Lecce heads that. Moretti heads it back. But all the way back to Danilo. So that was a bit of a waste, but we have possession still. 30 minutes. Long ball down the right. Max getting pushed off. Can't keep it in. Man, I love a good Americano. I make it thick, nice and thick Americano, but man, there's nothing like washing her down with some cold water afterwards as well, you know? Bremer coming in through the back of Kristovic. Oh, yeah, I think, Bremer's playing a bit of his own version of cards today too, I think, Kristovic. Japan is legit. I enjoy being left alone, though. Are you saying you don't get left alone in Japan? Yeah, Frankie's saying Bremer's in his head. I'm pretty sure that started the first minute. It is a defender's job to play some of the mental game as well in that regard, right? So it's part of what you get when you have a defender of that level. Lecce swinging and missing, trying to pick up a ball right there at the top of the box. Doesn't work out. They maintain possession. Again, trying to work the right doesn't work. But Yildiz is not quite keeping the ball in his feet today. Only just dumping the ball downfield. Oh, big miss by Danilo. But Locatelli comes in with a big swing and takes it right out of his feet, slides in out for a throw. I don't bother them, they don't bother me, very un-American. Well, it depends, like, New York, nobody bothers each other, like, you don't make eye contact walking down the streets in New York, for instance, or those really big cities, LA, what have you. But yeah, small town anywhere, people are friendly. I just think for whatever reason, the more congested an area it is, the more people there are in a small area. So a city, for instance, the more people just become the background, right? Because there's so many, and you just learn to distract them because they're just everywhere. It's kind of like living by an airport and you don't notice the planes flying over your head all the time, or people that live in the city and they get used to the sound of the traffic. Or conversely, when somebody from the city goes to the country and they can't sleep because it's too quiet. So it's all what you get used to. P. Martin, you are new. Awesome. Welcome in. Building the family, building the community. Thank you very much. Uh, and if you're a Discord person, you should be. I mean, it's fun. If you're not, definitely consider it. But join the Discord because that's we don't stop. It doesn't stop at all. The conversation. It's not just Juve, it's everything. Lecce switching to the right. Lots of space there. Jandre. Cross. And that hits the top of the net. Well, look who decided to show up. Been streaming for 55 minutes. Oh, look who's here.
I'm surprised you haven't fallen asleep with how boring this game is.
It hasn't been that boring. Ugh. So we were guessing that somebody came in at 2:40 asking for a party-sized deep dish pizza.
No, I had like 40 people show up at like 2:30 right after you texted me.
Crazy.
I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Well, I mean, the Lions are playing right now too, so like it's a mess.
So you're like slinging wings and chips and
Yep.
fries.
Yep.
Some deep fried dill pickle.
Oh, we got someone from
Poppers.
Japan here? That's awesome.
Yeah, we just new viewer. But Moretti's trying to smash one from long and he gets clipped. This is a penalty. Let's see if there's a card on it. Let's see. He did get the ball. That was not a penalty. Yeah, I don't know what the ref's gonna. The ref's been letting things go today. I feel like no. Okay, he's calling in the captains. So, or is he calling Moretti? So I think the foul's against Moretti then.
I don't get how that.
It is the foul's against Moretti. I don't think it's a foul for anybody. But he just won the ball from behind. And then there was some incidental contact. Like, you don't have to make it a foul. There was no foul there. Oh, man. There's always one neighbor, though, right? That's just like, fuck this person.
Yeah.
There's always one. I don't know how I feel, though. The person that moved in beside me, they run one of those like daycares. So you just have a bunch of oversized SUVs parked. Like, as soon as you come home and want to walk the dogs, and then there's just like this SUV traffic rolling down the street until like 4:30, you know, because all the soccer moms are picking up their kids. I don't know what that word is. CIK?
Chick on chick crime, I think. Girl on girl.
I'm okay with that. All right, release down the right now. Cambiasso doesn't control. Yeah, this half has lost a lot of its pizzazz the last few moments here.
Yeah, it looks like
I would love to.
Kostic is an auxiliary.
Trashich?
He's playing the auxiliary, so they're pushing Gatti forward. So that, to me, is telling me that they're trying to create things off the right.
Oh, 100%.
But Lecce, look at how lopsided Lecce's left side of the field is.
They're so lopsided.
Yeah,
they got one saggy tit.
I don't know how I feel right now because it's a clear handball there, but
yeah,
Juve've got to figure something out right now because Lecce are locking into what they're doing right now, absolutely lopsiding that left side of their defensive front in Juve's right field.
Because there's nothing. You can't have Moretti and Kostic. Everyone has said this.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anything out of there. And Yildiz is not, as a result, getting any release from that area.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to take someone to play make here to make a really big play here to really break this deadlock because it's just a little bit, I don't want to say it's lackluster. We might have some promise in this action here. We just, fortunately, it looks like it might fizzle out, but they're still on the ball. But Yeah, it's going to be one of those things where Gatti also has to be very careful now because he is pressing forward. He has to make sure he's not out of position.
Oh, Cambiasso couldn't, and that's the problem. We're just not quite getting control. Same with Lecce, though.
Yeah.
The ball's been bouncing around in the feet quite a bit on both teams. I don't know if that's like a field thing. I don't know if it's because it's nice and cold and crisp out, if the environment kind of makes it bouncier.
Could be. A little bit odd if it was the case.
Well, the ball be just a little bit harder, right?
Eh.
Like what year was that in the World Cup? That Nike ball that flew super funny. Is that the South African one?
I think so.
But yeah, like sometimes a ball, just because of whatever material properties are involved, it just might act funny in a certain condition.
It could be, but it looks like Juve are willing to take this halftime into a 0-0.
Oh, it does. It does. I'm making excuses for balls right now. Is what
That's a soft foul call on Dusan there.
That was pretty soft.
That's not even a foul. That's not even one at
He's
all.
a Frenchman, though, so we'll go down a little bit soft.
Oh, oui.
Allegri with the touch. What do you mean? Allegri? Who's Allegri touching?
No, Allegri made a really nice touch on the out ball.
Oh, I missed that. Okay. I miss those glimpses sometimes when I go back to the chat. Oh, yeah, they're 100% fine for the draw.
Yeah.
Any team like this, if they can come away with the point, they're okay. Giving away, though, now. Moretti cleans up his mistake. Yildiz has a bit of space. What does he do with it? Oh, what a pass out to McKennie with that curl. That was hard to pull off.
You can't even counterattack on these guys. That's how deep they're playing.
Yeah.
No, this is going to take one of those lofted balls into a box, and you're going to have to figure something out.
Well, he almost had a couple chances on crossed in, non-ground type ball. Kostic ball. Onkfist, that was soft as well. Soft. And I think, especially going into the second, as Lecce really tires out, they're going to start falling off over a lot more, probably whine a bit more, try to get those silly calls, pick something up from there. Man.
Yola's got to be careful with those. The way that he plants his feet, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. Yeah,
I was just thinking like how he got that curl onto the ball out to the right.
No, it's you're scooping
as well,
you're scooping it with the outside of your foot to
I
make
know.
that.
I mean, but that's just
It's
those little things to do it at a full run with two men.
Oh
on
yeah,
you.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you gotta, like if you plant your legs wrong, your legs are gone.
Bad pass. Counter now by Lecce. Just cut out. They got no final ball.
Yeah, Lecce doesn't have the final ball. What they're doing is they're trying to buy Juve into a false sense of security to do a quick counter. Right now, you see there's about 4 to 5 players in Lecce at the front part of the pitch. They're baiting Juve into counterattacking.
Kostic doing well to pick up that foul. Bit of tugging on the shirt there. I mean, they're not happy with the call, but some of these calls are pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
No, there's a bit of tugging both ways, but I mean, the ref's just calling him as he sees him right now as well. Like, there's nothing egregious. It is though barely. He's not ever going to be great, but okay. Was there anything on this play now? Lecce is gone down. Oh, he took. I don't know if that was his boots. Oh,
It's got to be careful there because that could, depending on what VAR think, that could be a high boot. I hope VAR's
there
not.
wasn't. Oh, he's
Yeah,
bleeding.
he's bleeding.
Just a clip.
Well, even if you like, for example, even if it doesn't seem like a bad hit, you're putting studs to a face. Like that's.
Well, it wasn't the studs. It looked like it was his toe, and it was at hip height. So I think he's safe. He's like just within the criteria for it to not be a penalty. But that is dangerous. I don't know if Juve are so much respecting as they're just trying to work that low block, and the fact that nothing's coming down on our left and they're overloading our right is really stifled our creativity. Now, like if we had a Rabiot,
Yeah, you need
everything
a
would be
physical. You need a physical player in the midfield, but we do have a decent action here.
Moretti, speaking of physical, he's got his space. He wins his man. What's he do with it? That's it back. Oh!
That's a very poor decision by Moretti there. Very poor. Instead of
crosses, heads up. It's up in the air
go.
still. Oh, and that was a handball.
Yep. That's very, very, very poor decision making by Moretti. He had Vlahovic wide open on the space there first time.
Red card.
Red card for
the Versa.
Yeah. Is it their main coach or is it an assistant coach? I think it's their head coach.
Oh, I think it is. Yeah, an assistant.
Just So if you look here at the replay, as you see Dusan kind of opening up into a pocket of space, that's where I would play him right there. You see where his hands are wide open? Moretti delayed it by taking that extra touch. And if he was able to slot that through, Dusan's able to take that shot.
Or if he was able to like make that shot before he lost the angle as well.
Yeah.
But see, I mean, your option was probably the preferable one. Especially since that's your main striker and that your job's to give to him. I don't know. Would it be nice to see?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the half. 0-0. The moments. There was definite moments. You want to say about the 23rd minute or so, it fell off a cliff. And then by the 30th minute, there was nothing. So that's a bit concerning from Juve's perspective, right? Because we should outmatch these guys handedly. At the end of the day, a low block is a low block. And it's crazy that missing Rabiot makes us one-dimensional.
You need that physical push there. I think that's critical. You need that physical midfielder when you're playing against Lecce is a gritty team. So not having that and having Moretti there, unfortunately for Moretti, it's got to be better with some of that decision making there. That you have Dusan with a pocket of space on his preferred left side. Nice slow roller to him. He's able to hit it. If he paints it, I think that would have been a good opportunity there, but.
It brings up a discussion, right? We have all these midfielders, and we're still shopping for a midfielder. This is why, and I know a lot of people are high on a name like Coop Miners, because Rabiot was out. If you have a Coop Miners, a Sam Merdich, you have somebody that isn't a toothpick that you can put in.
Yeah.
Not saying that these are the most physical, like ball-winning midfielders in the world, but they're that much better in the physicality department that it would open everything up.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if we're here to rate our poor performers of the first half, I think Kostic and Moretti both get the nods on that one.
Everyone said it. Like all the content, everyone has said this. Everyone knows. Yeah. But here we are, because I don't know if there's any better option. Illing, well, I got Illing on the score sheet tonight, my prediction. So I think he comes on. When he does, hopefully, you still have the supporting cast around him willing to play, giving him the support and opening up that left flank.
Yeah, I mean, it's what Lecce is trying to do. They're trying to grind you down. I think Juve have created enough. They have a .5 expected goal. They should be able to have at least one at this point. However, 6 shots, only 1 on target is not good. Not good at all. Lecce are giving Juve the ball 53 to 47% and 197 to 174 with the passes. So they're giving them the ball. It's just Juve aren't really sure on what to do because of that low block, because Lecce are keeping 4 to 5 players in the center, deep center, essentially. And they gotta playmakers make plays. Great players make plays, guys. Good players play. Great players make plays.
Yep. I will pop up the FOP mob here for everyone. Just let's take a look. Why not? But they're otherwise, I mean, what else is there to say? We predicted that Moretti Kostic is going to create a one-dimensionality. They overloaded our right flank. I mean, no surprise. Low block. Overload the offensive side. They're looking for trash balls over the top. Maybe get something. They'll probably get a little bit messy and go for some dark art. Practice the dark arts, let's say, throughout the second half. But I mean, we just put a nailing. Put in, I don't know. It's not working. It's just not working.
No. I think Allegri needs to be aggressive with the substitution, make an aggressive substitution at halftime, really to change the pace of the game here.
I think so. You have to let this is the match where you put in Illing and you take off Kostic.
Yeah.
And you say, Kostic, you're not cutting it. What the hell's going on, Illing? Let's see it. Let's see what you got.
Because this is what Lecce want. They want to wear you down. They want to catch you lacking in a sense, and then hit you with a set piece.
What's going on, LJJ? Welcome in. Slavage playing for Red already. I mean, you're saying he's going to pick up the red or trying to get the other guy to pick up the red? Because I don't know if he's going to pick up one. Same vibes like last season. Hard game. Will Corton Musa to the end. We believe. Yeah, absolutely. I think eventually they're going to leak.
Yeah, I would say so too. I would be very, very shocked with Lecce really being able to pull something here.
Kick someone in the face.
Oh, I think he's talking about Dusty.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's not actively looking for it, but
it's not a good game for him. It's not a good game for him.
But he has had decent hold-up play, a couple chances there. We just need somebody else running into that space that isn't gonna give up the ball in their feet.
Yeah, I think that's it, right?
Does Nanjay get the look? Mind you, he's probably bigger than Moretti. Do you think? I don't know.
Nanjay? Oh, I think so. I would assume.
Bigger, dude.
I would assume so.
Nanjay and Illing?
I think you need something that'll throw them off balance, throw some set pieces, earn some set pieces, get some plays going in, and really get some crosses into the box so you can throw them off. Because Lecce want you to make some stupid, silly errors so they can hit you fast on the counter. So, sorry, Lions just scored, so I'm like two. Touchdown! I have one here, so we're up 10-3. So, yeah. Looking at it from just kind of like the replays and the highlights, Lecce are very, very adamant about keeping a 4 to 5 in the center cluster of the field. So they want you to beat them over the top. And I think Juve have to, I don't want to say cross it and open play, but I think Juve need to essentially put themselves in set piece positions with corner kicks. So you're able to send a Gatti or a Bremer up there to really put some pressure on them, because McKennie won that free header. Unfortunately, someone was able to clean up there, but headers, I think, might be the key to beat Lecce here, just because I think our players are going to be taller than theirs. So it's going to be the opportunity there. Obviously, this is one of those games where if we can win, we can end the weekend on top. I'm hoping that's the case, but I really think we need to go with a heavier package or a little bit more aggressive by taking Moretti and possibly Kostic off. I think it's one of the things that I've said, right? I think, the big concerning factor is if Rabiot misses games, what are you going to supplement him with, right? You've already got McKennie on the pitch. So the only thing I can think of tactically is that, say that you pull Moretti off the field, you throw in Weah as the right wing back, and then you put McKennie and Cambiaso in the middle. I think that's probably the Band-Aid for this match if you're looking at it from a tactical aspect, because I don't see Noger or anyone else really being able to fill that role in this kind of game, because this is one of those physical games. You need to be gritty. And if you're not physical enough, you need to have some flair, where I think Yildiz has that flair to get away in this game. However, you can't rely on having too many youngsters or smaller bodied folks against a really physical team. So you can get away with Yildiz because of his positioning, because he is a forward, right? Where it's Moretti, he's in the engine room, and you need a bigger guy. You need a really bigger guy. So we'll see how aggressive Allegri is to kick off the second half, but he's got to do something.
I think midfield trying to hold the ball with intent. Yeah, that has been lacking. Both sides, no intent.
Yeah,
but it's been bouncing. That's why I feel like maybe there's some sort of conditions that just not allowing the ball to settle quite well.
Taking a boomer break.
Absolutely. He got babied. Yeah. We need him getting babied or bodied. He's more so getting bodied. We need Loca for Moretti and take Kostic out. Well, Loca's already playing, though. Yildiz had some slick moves, but today Lecce defenders are all over him. Yeah, because they don't have to cover Moretti or Kostic that much. Press is coming. Something's coming. Second half, you got it. We're gonna start dumping. We have to. No, Moretti, man, he popped off, but he does need to take that next step. He's just still so young. I don't know if his body is capable yet of just being at that level of physicality, right? At 20, is he 21 yet even, Moretti?
No, he's 19.
Yeah, so he needs time. And that's why a lot of people are also now saying he does need a loan. Not because the minutes, just so he can play more at his level.
I just think he needs less pressure touches, because he's just been really at Juve and hasn't been loaned anywhere else. He's going to need the less pressure touches, and then more of them as well as a sample size, because I still think he hasn't really adjusted to the physicality of the league. I think, and I'm not saying that he's a bad player, right? He's not a bad player. Not at all. He has the ability. I just think the size is an issue.
Yeah, he just needs to grow more.
They gotta give him some milk, some muscle milk,
because
protein
powder. You're not really gonna be there until 23 is really when you got all your muscle and everything,
Yeah,
give or take. I mean, everyone's different, but he's obviously not at that point yet.
And it's like how Eliad is saying, he made great decisions in the beginning of the game, but got pressured towards the latter half when he's getting pressured, right? That's kind of how the game is, right? It's kind of how it works. And speaking of beverages, Dave, have you heard of fire brewed soda?
I have not.
It is called Spritzer, fire brewed cherry soda.
Interesting.
I'm
not into boutique sodas.
I've never tried this before. I've heard it's amazing. So I grabbed a case from the, or not a case, I grabbed the bottle from the restaurant, because they're like, hey, you need to try this because we're sampling this. And I'm like, I'll try it when I get home.
I'll open it up. Do a live taste test.
All right, here we go.
Beer. No immediately weird looks on the face.
No, it's interesting.
Interesting. We're not sure if it's good yet. It's certainly interesting.
Well, it's like it doesn't seem like regular pop or soda.
What does that even mean? It's pronounced Sprecher. It's a Midwestern drink.
It's made with actually honey. Oh, natural honey. That's what
That's
I'm
why. So
tasting.
it's got the honey. I love honey. Yeah, and that would make it super expensive, I imagine.
It's like fizzy.
It's probably naturally fermented, so it's not like injected with carbon dioxide.
Yeah, it's
So it's like just a little. It's like a flatter fizziness.
yeah, it's a flatter
Yeah,
fizziness,
so
right?
it's naturally fermented.
It's not like like if you got a Coke or a Pepsi, it's not like that kind of fizzy. It just kind of like tickles your tongue.
Or a soda stream, where it's just like, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Remember when that was a thing a couple of years ago when everyone's like losing their mind over that crap?
For what? When they
The soda stream, like the artificial
for
soda
that, yeah.
makers or whatever the hell that was.
Yeah, I have one. I use it once in a while. It's nice if you make your own syrups. Like a couple years ago, we had the cherry tree did really well when it's sour cherry. But when you make the syrup, you add the sugar in, so it was like sweet and sour. Sorry, it's sweet and sour.
Sweet and
Yeah. So like I just made a syrup out of that and put it in the soda stream, made like a sour cherry soda, and it was phenomenal.
Okay. Yeah, Frankie. So like I have like the cotton candy. I think there's a grape one, a yellow one, like an orange one, and then like the cherry one. So we ordered like 5 of each different flavor because it's been selling, and like our liquor, or I think it's our liquor distributor was like, hey, he put us on this, so people have been buying it. I just never got the chance to like grab it and taste it myself. So I was just like, whatever. We got some leftovers and stuff because
Yeah, I love a cream soda.
yeah,
Go for a good cream
it's
soda.
surprisingly, like, I did not expect that. And I'm a Midwesterner and I've never seen this before.
Yeah, but you're like that part of the Midwest that isn't West at all.
I'm just pseudo Canadian. I'm pretty much pseudo Canadian. P. Morton says they will have to take too many touches on the opposite of Yildiz in order to give him space in the final third. Yeah. They do, but they also need to be able to threaten Lecce to pull the defenders off the middle. Because right now, so I'll show you guys on the board. Lecce are piling roughly about 5 players into the box, and I'll share my screen in just a moment. I just got to get the board ready for you, which in theory is very difficult, even if you're Yildiz and Dusan Vlahovic. It's going to be difficult to cover. So I'll show you guys right here. Bam. So Lecce are they're trying to occupy this space here. So with my little handy dandy marker here. So what they're doing is they're bunching players in this position. So the idea is one acts as a dummy to man mark Yildiz, who really isn't man marking. He's forcing Yildiz to take a touch, which then will push Yildiz. Because if you've noticed, a lot of times they're forcing Yildiz to go into the middle of the pitch. So, for example, Dusan's usually tracking behind or tracking out wide. So Yildiz will push into the middle, and then this guy will bait. And then once Yildiz breaks free, you'll have at least 2 to 3 other players that'll crash in on Yildiz. So the idea is they're trying to neutralize Yildiz's through balls capabilities. Yes, Yildiz got an amazing one off the outside of his foot, but this is generally what it looks like Lecce is doing. So what Juve need to do, because the problem is Juve don't consider Kostic a threat here on the left. They don't find him as a threat at all. So if you've noticed, he hasn't been marked as intently as you would think he is. They're stockpiling a bunch of other players here on our right side, which is their left, because they know that McKennie and Cambiaso are going to invert and do what they do. So they're stockpiling a bunch of players on this side, and then they're leaving maybe 1 or 2 on this side of the pitch here. So
all right,
you
reel her in.
got to watch out there.
All right, we are underway here. I will sync up the scoreboard and get it up for you. But Juve not with it anymore. And we start the second half with similar intent as the first. All right, we're synced up. And just like for the first half, Ellen has come and joined us for the start of the second. making her appearances today. Long ball down the right for Lecce. Elmqvist cutting in, and is that a penalty? It's not being called. Protests all over the place. Juve roll it out. Mac with it.
I didn't even get a good look at that at all.
It was side by side. It's hard to say one way or the other, especially at 30 frames per second. It was just a blurry mess. When is broadcast going to be 60 frames per second?
I don't know.
I mean, we're still at 720.
Trying to see where Frankie tagged. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's pretty much what we've been running with. Yep, you're right, Frankie.
So Lecce is kicking it around now. Doesn't look like there's any talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been clean. So playing with fire a little bit tonight. A couple of close ones. Lecce, 2-man press up top.
Someone saw in the chat that they're saying they're playing man, but I don't. When they're pressing up top like this, yeah, they'll do man, but they'll start moving to a zonal low block. Yeah, right now they're playing man off rip on the second half. All right, so yeah, it's man right now.
Currently, yeah, I'd say. Yildiz doesn't win it, but Vlahovic also doesn't win it.
Are they calling a foul on
That might. Again, these balls are just bouncing around. Nobody can get a hold of it. That was shoulder to shoulder. There wasn't.
No, that's not a penalty. No, that's not a pen. No way.
That looks pretty safe.
No, that's level shoulders. Bremer didn't lower his shoulder. Bremer just kind of came in even shouldered.
I think that's okay.
Juve with a
bit of counter. Moretti out wide. Kostic cross. Doesn't make it. Moretti picks it up.
I believe that's a corner. That's a set piece.
Oh, took a piece. Okay, because that just dribbled out of bounds. So let's see here. Oh yeah, was going through the legs and took a heavy chunk of the calf.
Yeah, I don't see a penalty call. The more I see this replay, this is being biased. Okay, let's take a peek at the corner.
Crosses in.
Moretti with another header and right towards the keep. Looks like McKenny got popped in the face.
He's getting banged up a little bit today. That's actually a pretty nice head back to tackle from Danilo there.
Yep.
So McKenny has actually been the most dangerous on the night.
Mm-hmm.
Both aerially. Mac with it now. Cycling the ball through. Field is up the center.
Right through the referee.
Nice. Cycling it a little more centrally. Wide with Mac. He softly tries to feed it up to Gatti. Doesn't work out, though. Trying to be a little cute. Five minutes down. Things have looked decent. Nothing out of the left, though, again. Mac winning the ball back with Gatti in there. Double teaming on a press. And Locatelli will cycle back. Maintaining the possession. Lecce, no heavy press at the moment.
No, they don't need to rush this game. I mean, for them, they're more than content with a 0-0.
Absolutely. But a
Like,
little bit less than the first half, right? You see less of that energy.
yeah, they're conserving it because what they're going to try to do is they're going to probably try to do something within the last 15, 20 minutes. They're anticipating Juve is going to try to ice it early, so they're going to try to weather the storm out by playing a little bit of a low block. And then once that comes in, if it's 0-0, then you'll see Lecce try to push for a winner towards the end. So I think Lecce is trying to conserve what they're doing there. That's a very poor pass by Gatti. That's put us in
Bremer
a tough
saves
spot
it
there.
though. Wow, what a
Better
pass clearance by Bremer there.
better
Out to
decision
Danilo.
making there. All right, we got Kostic that actually beat a player off the dribble, sends it out to no
Crossed
one.
in and it's kicked out. I think he almost tripped himself there, Kostic.
Yeah. He was more bamboozled with, I can't believe I just crossed it.
Another cross again.
There,
Oh,
flick on just wide.
so close. Vlahovic just directs it past the post.
Dusan's got to relax, man. There's nothing you could have done there. You got contact. You made contact on what's really a bouncing ball. It looks like it rolled off the chest of Lecce's player.
May have.
Possibly.
Maybe a corner. I think McKennie on that header. Did he get a ball on the nose? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Landed. Hey, it wasn't a clean hit. That explains it, because usually McKennie does not miss those.
He was too high up on it.
Yeah. Good poke there. That's a good poke by Bremer there defensively. He's got to be careful because they're trying to draw Bremer off the center of the defense now because they're trying to catch it on transition. So he takes it, shot through the middle of the pitch, goes to absolutely nowhere. And that's what you should expect to see from Lecce for a good chunk of this half until they really start pushing stuff.
Yeah, we just have to make sure not to get any sloppy deflections. Give them. Was that a deflection anyways? I think it was, giving them these corners. Yeah. So yes, this is where they'll try to take advantage. Here's the cross. Cleared away pretty decently. Moretti stepping up onto this one.
These final balls are going to be crucial here, and see again, just lofted.
Just pushed over. Moretti losing out physically again, even though he essentially was in space. Longfist trying to throw one on net, and that's out for a corner. Oh, and then he got stepped on the head afterwards.
Yeah. I think it's necessary for him to be subbed at this point. I think he needs a sub badly.
Yeah. 54th minute. We are getting to that zone. That another corner.
I'm a little bit curious on what's the hesitation here on the substitutions.
Not quite sure. Especially since we don't play for a week. You can utilize how you please.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, Juve are handling Lecce fine. I mean, there's not really anything too concerning coming out of Lecce, but they need a little bit of spunk to get something going here on the offense, because it is not looking good.
Illing is getting instructions by Landucci now. No, that's way up.
That's way
because I'm a racist bastard and I continue to do this.
Illing has dreads. Wea does not.
Did he cut his hair?
No, he's always had dreads.
Okay, anyways.
Okay,
but Cambiasso.
And that's a poor
corner.
decision by Cambiasso. Take the first time shot.
Yeah, shoot it across. Wea's actually going to bring some dynasties. Does he go in on the left? Would they do that? Take Kostic out? maybe move Cambiaso to the left.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what we're having. Cambiaso on the left, Way on the right. Get the hell rid of Kostic. But the corner first. Oh, a little too much. A little too much. A little heavy, and it doesn't quite make the head of McKenny that time.
So it is Manati coming off for Weah.
Yep. So Kostic is going to continue on more defensive duty, perhaps, and Weah hopefully opening something up.
So it's going to be Cambiaso and Kostic on the left there, and then that's what it's starting to look like on the right.
So we're looking at some overlap.
Yep.
So Cambiaso playing, is he left center?
Cambiaso? Yeah, I would assume is a left center mid.
One back. Cambiaso, yeah, he's playing right in the midfield. So this has to be the tactical move now offensively to open things up.
Yeah.
57th minute, plenty of time. Lecce dumping it forward doesn't work out. Juve. Weah gets his touches, but then the ball slowed down. I think Weah is ready to get after this one. He's like, come on, boys, let's do this. Ball over the top, though by Loka.
A little bit of a heavy touch there by Yildiz.
Yeah, he's been having heavy. I'm telling you, this ball, I don't know if it's a lack of skill or there's actually something going on, but the ball does not settle down much tonight.
No. That's actually funny. Just skips over the defender and right around Weah. I think Weah was trying to track the ball where it was.
Didn't settle down again. Lecce now working it. Elmqvist doing well and cutting in, makes the shot blocked off. Ooh, nice win back. Matt, what control by Yildiz. Here it is. Come on, right on the
unfortunately, right on the keep.
Cambiaso scoops it.
Dusan with the Ducey. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Good shot. There you go. Hit it first time. Put that sucker in the net.
Oh my God, that was beautiful.
Juve up 1-0 there. Good finish. Credit to Vanya there. And field goal. This is crazy. Tampa Bay just missed a field goal and the Juventus scored. I don't know where I'm like so there we go.
That was
great. Players make plays.
Astonishing. That was astonishing.
What a touch by Yildiz.
That control by Yildiz.
Right at the keeper, but give credit to Cambiaso taking the ball, lofting it in there.
Scoop, like there were so many like little beautiful plays within that, you know? The fact that McKenny just hard crossed it to Yildiz and Yildiz controlled it. Yes, he could have done better with the shot, but the scoop up by Cambiaso and Vlahovic is clearly back on form if that's what he's going to be showing up with.
Vanya, give this man a rub and tug. Give this man a rub and tug, Vanya. I don't care. Next home game, they just got to sing a la Vanya. Just make Vanya into a song.
Well, she's certainly becoming a meme.
This is, I don't think his entire Juve career, I don't think Dusan has been on as hot as he has been right now. Oh, JJ says I think we need one more, ice the game, and then you can relax a little bit.
Yeah. Right at the 60-minute mark. Still plenty to go. Yeah, that one little switch just opened it up that much more and allowed things to happen. Which unfortunately does not look good for Moretti.
Yeah, last 2 games, 3 goals. Here we go. See if he can bag one more. I think he can. I mean, that was a good finish.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely a great finish. Took it, made it just light contact, didn't need to kill the ball, just very smooth touch, just guided it into the net and got it. Those shots are always going to be tough to stop, right? It's a bouncing ball, bounces right there.
That's the kind of shot from a man that looks like he has a well-lubricated pressure relief valve.
Just say a well-stroked cock.
That's
what he has.
I was trying to be a little bit more poetic. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just screw the poeticness. Let's be honest here. Bro's got a well-stroked donger, and he's in the mood. He's perked up. He's bricked up. I'm telling you, maybe German Dave was right. He's like, maybe Vanya told him score 30 goals this season, he'll get it. He's like, okay, I scored it.
He's got a chastity belt on.
Though low-key, I think he secretly has a crush on Wes. If you saw the training video for the messy lockers, Wes gave him a sassy slap on the face.
Nice win by Loka.
There's some good team play there. There we go. There's some progressive footy.
This is looking not so bad right now. Yield is. Now he cuts, brings it to Deuce. Little heavy, but brings it back out.
It's all right. Maintain possession. Force Lecce to go out of their wits there to try to get the ball back.
Absolutely. Way up wide. It's working around the box. Chips in.
That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. Weah with the pressure as well. And they win the ball back. Gatti stepping up to support the possession. Back into Weah.
Good
Penny Gatti with the cross. And that looked like a defender.
And he shanked it.
Oh, man. Not bad though.
He kicked that ball all the way to Wisconsin for Frankie. Wow. That was a great pivot play by McKennie there, essentially with Weah, McKennie, and Gatti. That's what you love to see out of that right side. If only you can see that on the left side, I think this Juve team is virtually unstoppable at that point. If you can get the left and the right side to simultaneously pivot like that, that is very, very good outside of the field goal attempt for Federico Gatti there, which was not good. It was wide left, mind you, on that one. Juve throw in here, resetting the play back with Locatelli, but this is Juve's game now. Juve got essentially control of the game, force Lecce to come at you now, and then really bury this game with a second. I would expect Juve to go for a second here. I don't think Juve is going to corto muso this one.
Well, Lecce has to open up now anyways, right? And that will play into Juve's hands, especially as Lecce tires out more. So it should look good at this point, barring any surprises.
I think the one thing I find a little bit interesting with this, and more so to the Allegri naysayers, is like, did you see the goal? Like, I mean, it was ping pong passing essentially, like a bunch of pings. Even some of the actions today, we've seen a bunch of proper pings. So
there has been, but there has been a lot of miscues as well. It needs to still clean up quite a bit.
However, right? Like playing terror ball or cancionato, as people would label it, is, you play the ball, force a corner, head the ball, then lock it down. There's 5, 6, 7 passes in action. Like they're genuinely building up from the back and building out and going for it. So I have a hard time now with people trying to sell me saying that he's a negative coach. Like, have you this goal here? It's put your players in a position to win.
Dargo is coming in, and Perotti. I've got Dorgu on my my FIFA team.
Oh, I thought you were about to say my fantasy team. I'm like, Dave, you play fantasy football?
No, my FIFA team. He's the backup for Doji.
Oh, I got you. Lecce is looking a little bit in trouble here. They're not really sure on where to put the ball. Juve employing a very tactical high press here. Really trying to force Lecce out of their comfort zone because Lecce know they have to chase for this game, and now it looks like Juve are starting to smell blood in the water.
Start circling. Very sloppily given up for a handball. Back to Juve. Lecce, as Martin's saying, look shook a bit. They're a little rattled, which is good. Especially 66 minutes in now. This is right when I expected things to open up.
Ooh, just
misplay
a
there.
misplay there.
But Gatti says, I'll take that back, please, and thank you. Oh, man, Way's looking good today. Dribbling through. And wins a corner, gets kicked out from behind, and doesn't fall over like a hot mess, a la Moretti. It's a little unfair. That was a much softer tackle that time, but
yeah,
still. Okay, another corner.
See if we can bury this here.
Chilly one, got to keep warm. Step up.
Nice flick.
Oh man, nice.
That was
a nice try.
Who did that?
I couldn't see it. A back head flick.
That was
a Cambiasso.
Cambiasso, maybe. That was a playmaker's flick. Lecce read that one. There's nothing you can do there. Nothing you can be upset with that one. That was a really genuinely crisp idea there.
That one doesn't look as good, but
Yildiz got to be
maintained. Yeah, a little tricky.
A little bit careful there, buddy.
Kostic still on the soft wing. Crosses in.
McKenny. Is that a double?
Who got the touch? I don't care. Mac put it in. Maybe Vlahovic. It's 2-0.
Oh,
and it's
still McKenny's.
It's offside.
Yeah, it's offside. I was gonna say he stole McKenny's goal.
Is it offside?
I don't think so.
Is it not? Did I psych myself? I don't know. Okay, let's look at the replay.
No,
McKenny's on the off wing, crosses in.
No, Mac. I think Vlahovic stole Max.
Vlahovic did steal it. That's a Deuce. Deuce is loose again.
That's funny.
Oh man, Deuces 2 weeks in a row. I'm gonna have to do. I guess I already have the graphics for that, don't I? Booyah. It's 100% Deuce. To be fair, I'm not 100% confident, especially in the passage of play in real time. If that was going in, 100% Vlahovic needed to put studs up there.
Yeah. It is, right? Like, I think I was going to hit. Hey, he owes McKenny. He owes McKenny a gift for that one.
He owes McKenny a Big Mac supersized meal.
Like, wow.
Decent. So we're at 69 minutes. Let's not cruise too much, but things are comfortable. Finally, we can chill a little bit. Maybe talk about horses and almond milk.
Horses and almond milk.
That's what the commentators were talking about before you showed up. Oh, big slide. Danilo does not pick up any sort of foul there in the box. So that is good to see. Now Inter fans, you know what? Every Milanista, Murda Milanista, what do you call them? Everyone in Milan, I don't care. Everyone in Milan, they all have poopy pants. Milanista, I know, is like Milan. What the Inter Murda snakes? The snakes. The snakes wore pants to be full of shit.
Yeah.
So I imagine what they do is that the snake just takes a shit and they curl around that pile of shit and they ferment around it. But Milanista is for like...
Did Cambiasso shithouse them with that block?
I hope so. Like AC Milan is Milanista. I've never said any respectful kind of term for an interperson, I suppose, is really what it comes down to. So I don't have the terminology for it. Well, actually go with
Oh, he lost.
Not a great cross that almost worked out for him. Intershitty, yeah. Intershitty. Keep them rolling in, guys.
Wow.
I need more ideas.
Launch that.
Vlad owes him a meal at least. Vlahovic owes him a meal because we actually have a Vlad around here, and I don't think he'd appreciate you making him owe meals. I think Vlad's the kind of guy that has people owe meals to him. You haven't met Vlad yet. You will. Stick around. You'll meet Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad's a good guy.
Pico Leon for Kristovic, who is banging the dugout. He's not happy. Sansoni comes in for Elmqvist. Swedes are a little bit calmer coming off the pitch than Kristovic. Where's Kristovic from? I keep on screwing up these countries.
See, I'm kind of curious to see what Allegri does. Does Allegri try to continue with Dusan to try to let him get his Hattie?
Yeah, he put Milik on for Yildiz, sure.
So I'm curious to see what they do here. Ooh, that's a really errant pass there, Cambiaso.
Still works out. Like Lecce is extra sloppy. Like they can be sloppy and they just add the slop on top.
I like how Yildiz is stretching that main center back. I think it's awesome because now see that pocket of space right there.
So much space.
Just let someone just occupy that bad boy and just really exploit that pocket of space.
There's so much room for activities. That was a movie quote. That should be an easy one. We're on this streak of using movie quotes, and yeah. So come on. Everyone knows that. I love how, I think it was last weekend, the Once Upon a Time in Mexico quote, and like somebody we never heard from before just like slapped it down right away. It's like, yeah. I don't know who you are, but you know it.
Yeah. Put Naj for Yildiz, Milik for Kostic.
You didn't call a hat trick, did you, in the predictions? Because you're already winning. Frankie's got a 3-0. Bones has a 2-0. I have a 2-0. Chef also has a 2-0. I don't see any predictions here. You're just making things up. Come on, you got to play the game to win. KP's cheating.
Going for Kostic.
Milling coming on for Kostic and Milling. Elling and Milling.
Milling.
Elling and Milling. I rented a bicycle to ride around Rome to find a concert venue. Got hella lost and found out Lazio was in Rome too. True story. Lazio is the province.
Yeah.
Which comes from Latium, which is the original, place of Latin.
That's what they call Lazio and EAFC.
Yeah,
Latium.
Yeah, because that's just the Latin name for it. And like Piedemonte Calcio, that's the province
where we were in,
right? So that's why they had called them that. I bought a fake Christmas tree on our Boxing Day. Oh, Lecce! What a save by Taxi Flex that. Yeah, I have a Piedmont fir now that I get to put up for Christmas. I went in, the day after Christmas when everything goes on sale.
Mm-hmm.
Me and like two other old dudes were Canadian Tires, just like their hardware store.
Yeah.
And like as soon as the doors opened, we all just like walked in, picked up discounted Christmas trees and paid and walked out. It's like, oh man. These guys were like definitely older than me. It's like, man, how far have I become? Or how far have I gone down the slide, Like I'm an old man shopping the day after Christmas for fake trees. Lazio, where Latinos come from. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I've had this argument with people before, right? Where, you know, they use, there's Latin America, but like in the truest sense of the word, a Latina would, yes, be somebody from the Rome area, from Lazio. But that's another thing that the West has appropriated from the Italian culture. Just saying. Getting into the political. I mean, you can tell we're putting the game to sleep, right? Let's hope so. KB with the panettone, please. It's too late in the year for that, man. No more panettone.
The hell of a
next year.
Tackle by Illig there. That was a chop.
Yeah, just chopped in from behind. Yo, David Dash, when y'all gonna come club with us again? We did six nights straight last week, man.
We're tired.
Like, just maybe this week, because we had that break. We have the break throughout this week, so I do have another project throughout this week I got to do, but I'll try to find a day in that where I commit. I suck anyways. I don't know why you want me there. I'm trash. Still only like level 60. You guys are all like 98. Lazio HQ was in a nice area. You could see Fiumicino from there almost. Oh, Fiumicino. Sorry. I said Fiumicino. It's the airport. / giant Gucci shopping mall. And Sam's just chopping people down. I love it. Speaking of Sam's chopping people down, listen to the Discord. Not the Discord, the podcast. Listen to the podcast. Because that's all Sam was doing this last podcast, was chopping people down.
It was the podcast.
Oh, man. Dave's comment last night on it was pretty much spot on.
I know. That was...
Because that's what I told you, and then Dave said the exact same thing. So I found that funny. I'm drinking so much water, too. I'm going to take a hard piss after this one. Another lazy cross. Like, their crosses aren't even dangerous at all. Miller collects some space. Distribute that. Come on. Let's go. Weah. Give it to Mac. He's in space. Do something with this ball. The 1-2 doesn't work out. Oh, it's still up in the air.
That was weaker.
And there's the call. He calls it back. That was frustrating. There was so much space. I don't know why he lofted it all the way through. Alexandro.
You're up 2-0 against Lecce. Who cares?
I know, just always a surprise.
I know. I bet you there's someone having an aneurysm on social media about
absolutely. Like, I'm starting to forget that Alexandro's on the team. We're at that point with him, which is fine. I've always said that's okay. He's got to play out the rest of his contract, the rest of the year. This is exactly what he's for. Come on, do some trash minutes, run around a bit. Don't get too injured.
Master Allegri making the right subs. How many families do you have to possess to go shopping for the post December 25th fake Christmas tree?
What families do you have to possess to go? What do you mean, how many families do you have to possess? I'm not sure I understand that question.
Me neither.
I have a family?
Hey? One?
So can't be also making way for Sandro. That's right. Yeah, can't be also put in a shift. Give him some rest. That's fine. So in Canada and I believe Australia, like the British type countries, the day after Christmas is called Boxing Day. It's still a national holiday as well. So the 25th and 26th are national holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And Boxing Day is basically all the sales are on everywhere. It's almost like our Black Friday, even though the whole world's adopted Black Friday anyways. but it's basically just the clearance sale, especially for things like Christmas trees and whatnot. And I had a free Christmas tree that we used for a couple years, but I also had puppies this Christmas, and they ate my Christmas tree. Well, the bottom third of it, anyways. So, needless to say, I was in a market for a new fake Christmas tree.
Wow, talk about a snooze fest at this point, huh?
Oh, yeah, lock her down. Cartamuzo. Let's do it. 2-0. Let the predictions ride. But here's a counter that
What
is
the hell was that? Whoa. What?
that was anti. It was just anti. I don't know.
I don't understand the thought process of that there.
Like milk sometimes, it's just like, yeah, love this guy. And then other times, like, what are you thinking, man? Oh, how many wives? I just have the one. I don't want more than one's enough, man. I don't understand these dudes. I want one more than one wife. Like maybe if you're in one of those countries that women don't have any rights and you can just abuse them and you have more women to abuse, but like in the West where you have to respect women as you should, it doesn't make sense to have more than one because you'll never win. Like that Sister Wives show. I don't know if you ever seen that one, dude, with all
No.
the wives.
No.
Wild, absolutely wild. Bremer is typically shit housing at this point in the game. So I'm going to go with that, but hopefully, I mean, maybe you got a bit of a knock too. Is Diversa crying? He looks completely stressed out.
Yeah.
He is not having a good time. And apparently his emotional support got a red card in the first half, so he's alone crying. Milik scooping it up out to Weah. Locatelli doing well. We're not screwed. We got Rigani.
We do. Yeah, we do have.
We actually have a decent bit of depth defensively. Assuming it's not like a long-term thing, I don't think we'd be completely screwed. Weah with a nice back heel. There's been a few back heels today. That'd be nice.
Cheeky plays. Entirely cheeky plays.
Remember when offensive back heels was a thing that we counted?
Yeah.
Maybe it's coming back.
Is it coming back?
I think so. And just for a little bit, we'll put up the Walgani. Just because he's on our mind.
And there's 3. Bremer.
Was that Bremer?
That was Bremer.
There you go. As you're saying, oh, he won't be missed. Nonsense. And he's like, you know what, guys? Screw you. Screw you. I'm just gonna put this one in the back of the net and go fuck yourself.
It's like, all right, Dave, let's hit the music on this stream and we're done here. 3-0. Game over.
You don't see very many goals from a free kick out in that direction. You know, that's nice to see those go in once in a while. There's Frankie's 3-0. Yeah, let me see who's got in for the 3-0. Just Frankie. Goose has a 3-1. So let's hope not. Let's hope for the 3-0 or better.
That was an assist from Sandro.
Was that his?
I think it was.
That's cherries. Cherries on top. Love it. No, he coming for 10 minutes.
And looks like another game, no Hattie for him. A
Yeah, I
deuce
was
is
sort of the
deuce.
same bones. Yeah,
Deuce is deuce, no Hattie though.
traveling salesman back in the day were in the market for multiple trees. Understood. Good thing I'm not a traveling or a salesman of any kind for that matter. I would hate that job. Having to like be polite to customers constantly, even though like most of them are kind of dumb and don't know what they're talking about. Oh, I'd hate it. I'm way too much of a douchebag to be a salesman. I don't imagine a whole lot of extra time either on this one. 3 minutes?
I would say 3.
Now that LJJ is here, I know he has been here for a while, but he was one of the guys in AJC's chat this morning when we were talking about Chiesa. And everyone's just like throwing shade at Chiesa, and Alberto's just like all alone. It's like, guys, I love him. Oh.
Yeah, but you got all the goobers on Twitter though. They're like, remember when everyone was saying we should sell dudes on?
No,
like,
it's
there's
just
some fucking Nostradamus shit. Like, seriously?
it was just funny today, right? Because like I understand, like I still like the guy too, right? But obviously he still has a lot more faith, and which is fine. Not putting him down, but he had the whole Chiesa talk at the beginning, and then at the end, they were doing just like questions from the crowd, and it was the most overrated player, and everyone said Chiesa again. He's like, yeah, so it was just funny.
Yeah. Well, it's like I don't understand why people are strawmanning over players, man. If a player's playing like bad, he's playing like bad. Like, yeah, believed in him? No, it's just you wanted to be petty and try to fit a narrative.
Again, like his take wasn't bad. He
No,
was
no,
thinking,
I'm not saying no, Dave. I'm
yeah,
not saying
but
him.
yeah,
I'm saying
if you're
in general.
talking about the Twitter people, sure, yes.
Like I just like I opened Twitter for a minute and everyone's trying to sit here and be like, yeah, you guys people wanted to sell him, and it's like, okay, yeah, people want to
There's
sell
foul.
Dusan. It's like, come on, move on.
Yellow. Talgon Gatti. Yeah, LJJ. I know you said Chiesa. Everyone did. That's why I brought it up, because I know you were there, like just ganging up on Alberto today.
Yeah, I think it's funny though, because like the people that are saying, "Oh, look at y'all that doubted Dusan," were the same people that said Allegri needs to get fired so Dusan can play. So you're kind of like, you know, the meme with the 2 buttons: Allegri out, Dusan's back.
I'm pretty sure all those people are 12 years old and haven't even experienced their first period.
I think they've all like live inside their house and don't do anything with life.
Kind of like you.
I work all the time.
Yeah, so you're just working. Wait now, scooping it in.
Oh, Gatti almost got himself one.
Well, I mean, that was pretty soft on that anyways. 89th minute. Let's close this out, guys. Who's closer? We're almost there. Almost there. Three in the second half. That's another thing too.
That's impressive. That's very impressive. That's how you see a Scudetto winning team right there.
Yeah. So Martin saying similar things as well about Chiesa. It's unfortunate. We love the guy. It's just his time to step up. That's all it is.
Exactly, right? And it's the same thing, guys. Like, what is it? When our defenders are the only ones scoring, we're scraping games 1-0. Now that our forwards are scoring, shit, we're winning 3-0 like it's nothing. And
yeah, because our defenders can defend and not have to. I mean, even though they are stepping up here, but they're not under the same pressure.
Yeah.
Everything kind of clicks in.
And you were right. 3 minutes extra.
3 minutes. It's almost over. Another 3-0 win. Fuck yeah.
I think they've scored almost 20 goals. I think we're leading Europe right now with most goals scored. at the start of the year.
Oh yeah, like our 2024 record, I think, is best in Europe or something. It's pretty decent.
Offensively, we look good, but hey, we play with a defensive coach, right?
Speaking of best in Europe, Sule and his dribbles bagging a nice one today.
Yeah, so did
And-
Kyler George.
And George getting on the score sheet as well last second. That was a couple good early morning cheers. That was nice to see.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it looks like Juve are playing with their food at this point.
They're ready for the post-game shenanigans.
Yeah, I think so too.
Aren't we all? Have a nice, relaxing Sunday evening. Chill out before the work week. Beautiful. But at this same time,
yeah, but that's Japan, man. Like Japan is not known for like social activities. Like,
but here's the thing: he's already talked about being in Rome. We know he's living in Japan. I'm assuming you're like English or American or something. I'm not sure. I'm making assumptions, but you've been around the world. Like, there's people that literally have not been past their local grocery store.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, look, Japan's like the epitome. Like a friend of mine's from Shibuya, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, like if you're like out loud and outgoing, they don't like you. Just mind your business, go to work, go home. That's how it works here. Go to karaoke with some people that you know." But he's like, "Nah."
I feel like the loud Lecce
Almost.
saved by Tech, spilt out offside. I heard there was an offside. Was there no?
I don't know why that.
I heard him say offside.
Stopped.
It's
a good save by Tech there. Nice little palm away.
Yeah, that's gonna be a corner. I don't know why he said offside.
Last kick of the game, I would assume.
Bouncing around.
Lofts it. Final whistle. Finally
Game's
have a shutout.
over. 3-0. We're gonna have to, for at least till Thursday, sit in first place, looking down on the rest of the league. No big deal.
Tucson getting ready to get some rub and tugs from Vanya on the way back.
Easy Sunday.
Easy Sunday.
3-0. Oh boy. Oh gosh. It's a good day.
For so far, partially for me. I still got this other game I need to get through.
Oh yeah. Okay. What, Detroit?
Yeah, they're 10-10.
Who are they playing?
Tampa Bay. It's me against Jeff.
Yeah, let's sugar time for football. I think we're gonna have an abridged post game because probably a lot of people want to watch their football. And we are doing the pod tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow.
Oh, and you know who said might show up? Well, he said he's gonna show up on Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
This Wednesday. You know who said he's gonna show?
Sam
said he's gonna show up.
Sam's gonna show up.
Well, see what he believes if he's there. But Sam might be here with us for the tinfoil hat show.
I'm gonna go watch Calcio. Calcio is life. I like Calcio. I like IFTV. Look, I'm wearing a Calcio hat.
Yeah, dude, I gotta know if he does. I'm gonna pull a funny intro clip for him to introduce him into if he really does show.
And it's North Carolina. Is that where you're from?
Yeah, I guess that's what he said. There's no other NC unless you put a K and it's North Korea.
North Connecticut.
There's no such thing as
North Canada.
No, what?
North China. I don't know. I'm being an idiot.
What?
Packers. Did the Packers lose?
Yeah, they lost. So pissed off that they did. That was
the game that Fard had was trying to watch.
Yeah, they shouldn't have. I was pissed off for them.
Oh man. So
Frankie
that being
said-
said, we will let you guys, for all those American hand football fans, we will let you get to it. We'll close this one off. For everyone else, I do highly recommend for the post game show. There is going to be Beppe Bargnani, G just Juve. P. Martin, I know you're new here. Are you new to the community? Are you aware of G just UVA? And there's three other channels really at this point. But if you need to look around, we can send you in some certain directions. But that is our Beppe does the official Juve Twitch. I think he makes an espresso, and then he comes on and does a post game show and steals all of our viewers. So that's typically what goes down. So, oh man. But otherwise, 15 attempts, 8 on target, 40% possession, 354 passes, 81%. That's a little low the accuracy.
Yeah.
5 corners, no offsides, 12 fouls, a yellow, and 115 kilometers covered today. Another deuce is loose. Dash, do you want to do your tactical anything?
There's not really anything tactical. They just kind of lofted balls in the middle, took opportunity of that, and got their finishes. That's honestly what happened, right? All the goals came from lofted balls into the middle.
All right, I'm getting told here to put the barcodes back. There's the barcode. Link is also in the description if you want to join the Discord. The Discord.
The Discord. Discord.
I love when I just add consonants and things into words.
Discord.
Eastern Euros named Ivania are generally a good, like Ivania Trump.
Ivanka. Her name is
Ivanka. Oh, okay, close. That was close.
Yeah, there's Vlad.
There's Vlad.
There's Vlad.
It's like that's correct. Espresso and stealing viewers, because you're waiting for him to start, and you're gonna be like, peace. No, I get it. I understand. I would prefer if you stayed here, but we will. I started early so we can cut out short because Dash literally hasn't had a break or anything. So if there are no other pressing points here,
I don't really think there is there? No.
Because we are going to do the post game the day after podcast tomorrow, where me and Dash, just the two of us, just calmly go over things. This one's going to be, I think, not too crazy, anyways. So we'll try to have some fun with that. Go a different direction with some things if we have to, as we know we're quite capable of doing. Maybe talk about purchasing fake Christmas trees or something weird like that, right? So Misak also coming in because he doesn't want to listen to our voices either while the game is on. He just wants to come in after the fact and yell a little bit. The crowd is loud after the game, yeah. Morton is also saying, I'm a Catania fan. They're in the basement though, following Juve for the Yanks. Catania, that's a hard follow, I'd imagine.
I would imagine as well.
Yeah, it would be. Okay, so day after tomorrow, pre-record. The one pre-record we do each week, and we didn't even do it last week. That's how much we like doing the lives because of you guys, essentially. Wednesday is going to be the tinfoil hat show. P. Morton, if you haven't caught the tinfoil shot. Another reason why we're cutting this one short because I can't speak no more. Check out the tinfoil hat show. It is our best show. It's the one we have the most fun doing. Highly suggested. Even going back to last Wednesday's show, still pretty relevant. So please check that out and join the shenanigans. Is really what it is. It's all shenanigans. And then Saturday or Sunday? It's a Saturday game.
One of the two.
Look this up real quick because then we can tell everyone exactly what we're gonna do. Empoli, Saturday, 12 p.m. I'm going solo, aren't I? Okay. So
yeah.
Then what we're gonna do then is likely a quick pregame on Friday. And then Saturday we'll do Match Day Live with the Colin Show.
Yeah.
Rinse, repeat. Okay, that's the week coming up. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. As soon as you do that, go check out Beppe. see what he has to say. He's going to be very happy. He's going to be very juiced on espresso. I don't know how he does it, but Dash, please do take us away for the evening.
Alrighty, everybody, before you transition over to Gigi Juve's post-game reaction stream, make sure you guys do like and subscribe. For your new guy, subscribe as well. Also, obviously, just give it a quick like, and then also join the Discord as well. And most importantly, have any fun articles or things you want Dave and myself to react to, please send them to Dave and myself on Discord, and we'll have them locked and loaded for the Tinfoil Hat Show. And with the potential of Sam Adamo coming on as well, try to find the best tinfoiliest of the Tinfoil Hat shows. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, technically, because we'll release the video tomorrow.
But we won't see it. They'll see us. We won't see them. Good night, guys. Forza Juve! First place!